Is everybody ready? We're going to open up a brief statement from the coach, and then we'll take some questions after that.
Looks like we're stepping up our game in the media room. Nice. All those good smelling food over there. First, I just want to, honestly, I want to acknowledge our administration and our facilities just for all the hard work that they've put in over the last couple months of finding a way to get that arena ready to play. It's a beautiful arena, and just some of the bells and whistles is going to make it one of the, I think, coolest places to play in the country. So just want to acknowledge our administration and facilities and everybody that had a hand in that. Belmont, very good team. All they do is win every year at a high level. I love how competitive and how they schedule in the non-con, the amount of Power 5 teams they play. I didn't get much sleep last night. I watched their game against Villanova last year. Down 20, came back to make it a single possession game, and what they did against Iowa, just a tremendous team that's really well coached. They spread the court really, really well. They're a hard team to defend, and we didn't shoot the ball as well as I know we're capable of, but I'm really proud of the way our players just stayed the course and just continued to battle on the defensive end. And, there's going to be nights where the ball doesn't fall. I hope we don't have too many nights like tonight, because I thought we had some good looks and just weren't falling for us. But I was really proud of their resiliency on the defensive end, and had some big performances by a number of players. Probably want to highlight Mama Dembele and her assist-to-turnover ratio. She got into foul trouble, came in, and I thought was a huge spark for us at the end of that first half. And, for our freshmen to step up, I thought even starting the game between Grace and Abby and Hannah really did a nice job. And, sometimes you work so hard for something, you can want it so bad. And sometimes you just got to let go of the outcome and just be in the moment. But I thought our freshmen did a good job of knocking down shots early when we were struggling.
How did you think, with all the new faces, freshmen transfers, how do you think everyone stuck together through those, highs and lows of the game that you mentioned?
Yeah, we've got a lot that we need to work on for sure. Offensively, defensively, there's a lot of things, and you're supposed to, right? It's the beginning of the year, but in regards to just that chemistry and their ability to stay connected, I thought was outstanding. And that's really exciting, because at the beginning of the year, typically you're still trying to build that chemistry, but I don't think they ever wavered on that. I thought our bench energy was great. I thought there was just a lot of leaning into each other and embracing kind of the challenge of shots not falling, which that's usually what we're known for. And so when that's not going well, it would be easy to go on your own island. And I thought they did a good job of really leaning in for each other.
What did you see from Grace in her debut today?
What I see from her every day, and I think that's the coolest thing. She comes to practice. She competes at a high level. There's not many highs or lows at all. It's just come in, work really, really hard, be a really good teammate, try to be assignment correct. So we get to see this every day, and I think Grace has a really high ceiling. I think, just her ability to stretch the court and also play off the bounce. I think she's a little deceiving off the bounce. And then her pace, at the rim. But defensively, that's probably, the area that I've been most encouraged with, a little bit quicker laterally than I thought she would be. Still need a little bit more aggressive rebounding from her, but you can't have it all on day one. And, we're just going to continue to work and try and just get better in everything that we do.
Grace, how did it feel to get a double-double your first college
season? That's was exciting, but I think that was also kind of just the outcome Coach P talks about, not really looking for those outcomes, but just trying to come in and work as hard as you can, and whatever happens, happens as long as we're putting in 100%.
Grace, I saw at the beginning there, starting lineup was getting announced, obviously the starting five. So you kind of take it all in, what was that moment like for you? Obviously, I know you probably dreamed of that for so long.
Super, super cool. I've grown up being a Mizzou fan, and I've seen it from the stands, so just being in the moment and getting to kind of take that deep breath and just absorb it all in was super neat and super exciting.
Grace, playing 39 minutes, how did the adjustment feel to the college game?
Yeah, we talked a little bit about that with Coach P as well. We were talking how we just really try to make practices as intense, and hard as we can, so then when we do get to the game, it's hopefully a little bit more light. Of course, Belmont was really scrappy and really aggressive offensively and defensively, so I think, it was a lot of fun to be in there, and just if that's what needs to happen, then so be it.
Robin, with four players in foul trouble today, you got a lot of your freshmen and a lot of the other players kind of got that playing time. Was that part of the plan today to get them playing time, or
Well,
was it kind of forced
the
back?
foul trouble wasn't. Honestly, I thought we'd go a little bit deeper than we did today, to be honest with you. I anticipate the first 5 or 6 games in non-con, we'll look at a couple different lineups. That's changed a little bit with Avery being out. I mean, she's such a key piece, and just the energy that she brings, her grittiness on defense, her ability to rebound and continue to push tempo. So that's a huge loss not to have her out there right now. But I also look at it as an opportunity for other players to get extended minutes that will make us deeper later on in the season. And so I think that's a good thing, but we didn't go any deeper than I had anticipated, and actually I anticipated we'd go a little bit deeper than what we did.
Coach, you said over the offseason how much you wanted to get up and down. How vital is Mama in sort of captaining the fast break, because there were a handful of those tonight?
Yeah. What do you think on that? She is lightning quick, isn't she? I mean, she just gets it and goes, and her ability to get a piece of that paint is huge. And honestly, that's what we're going to miss out of Avery not being out there too, because Avery's got that kind of speed and that full court in the transition game. And so, Abby is going to play some backup point guard for us. That's not her game, and that's okay. We just want Abby to be Abby, not to be Mama or Avery. But playing up tempo is something that we've really spent a lot of time on. Got to do a little bit better job in hitting our checkpoints in our transition spots and being able to play. I thought early on there was a lot of one-on-one, and we were just trying to create off the bounce versus really getting that ball moving side to side before we got into our screening and cutting action. But I thought we did a better job of that in the second half.
Haley, as a captain, what did you think about the connectivity that Robin mentioned at the beginning there? What do you think to the ups and downs of the game there?
I told Coach P when we were walking in here, I think, the biggest thing I was most proud of is it wasn't the prettiest game. There's a lot of things we need to work on, and we will learn from this a lot, but I felt like collectively we stuck together really well. Just through the adversity, stuck together, lean on each other, and, that's what it takes to win a lot of games.
What do you think are the benefits of maybe having a gritty kind of game like that right in the beginning to start off your season?
I think it's huge. Non-con is so important to prepare us for the SEC, and playing good opponents is going to do that, and I think that was a really well-rounded team that did just that.
Haley, you started off slow offensively, 0 for 4 from the field, but then you picked it up, got some points in those middle 2 quarters. How was it you were able to get that offense going?
I think just kind of taking a deep breath, maybe a little bit of extra emotions today, but just remembering all the work I've put in, trusting my teammates, I think I just settled in.
Hey, Coach. In the first quarter, all 18 points came from your newcomers. How happy were you with their ability to assimilate into the team so early?
Yeah. Again, we've been pretty fortunate because that's what we see every day in practice. They're not afraid to take tough shots, and they've been so consistent for us. I think both Grace and Abby and Hannah have done a really good job. I've said from the jump they're mature beyond their years, and I just love the way they approach practice consistently, day in and day out. And so definitely not surprised what they were able to come out of the gates and do.
Coach, it looked like the zone came out a little bit there defensively. What did you like from that look, and what was maybe some of the thought process there?
Yeah, I think with Belmont, they're just so good with their ball screen action, and, it just caused some confusion, and just their screening action in general. And so it put us in a bind, and, they weren't very heavy on the ball screens versus the zone, and it just took that component out of it, and I thought allowed us to match up a little bit better with them.
What can you do to kind of help the three-point shooting? Obviously, in game 1, was that a little bit of rust, or are you kind of expecting the team to break out at 14% shooting from?
Oh, we'll be just fine. I got a lot of confidence. These guys put in so much work outside of practice. It's one day. I got a lot of confidence in them.
Is there any idea how long Avery might miss?
Do not know that yet.
We'll take one or two more if you guys have.
Coach, you go into halftime, you have that 3-point lead. You come out in that third quarter, you get up 22-14. How were you able to just explode in that third quarter and really extend that lead?
Yeah, great leadership in the locker room. I think they had great talk before the coaches even came in. I think just the maturity on that team, understanding the importance of winning that first media timeout, coming out of halftime was going to be huge for us. And we didn't want our offense to dictate our defense. We wanted to, just really be gritty defensively, take away second shot opportunities, keep them off the free throw line, and find a way to get things done with our defense. And I thought we did a great job with that.
Coach, it was CPS Day today at Mizzou Arena. How much did hundreds of screaming elementary schoolers help you all out today?
Love it. I typically, once that ball goes up, I don't hear a lot, which seems crazy. Were they pretty loud?
Yeah, I'd say they were pretty loud.
Could you hear them?
After like a made three or anything, it
Yeah.
definitely was rocking in there.
Yeah, I heard him a couple times during a timeout before I got in the huddle, but just really grateful for them to partner with us. Great opportunity for those students to come out and see, our women's basketball team and get a chance to see the arena. And I think these guys are incredible role models. I think they're great ambassadors for our university, and hopefully they can be a light that shines for them, and some of those young kids will be playing for Mizzou someday.
All right, thank you guys. See you in a couple hours.
Appreciate you guys coming out. Thank you.